Okay, I'm back, but it says unstable. Don't love that. Oh. Shit, guys. Stream's not looking good. Ugh, that sucks we crashed. I just want to stream, universe. Please. I don't know why it's being like this. I don't know why it's being like this. Shoot. Twitch, please. Streamlabs is being so annoying, and Twitch is being so annoying. Okay. We might be back. That's so weird. I haven't had streamer crash issues in a while. I don't know if I'm back though. I'm not seeing anything in chat. I might not be back. I think I'm back. I think I'm back, but if anyone's saying anything in chat, it's not updating for me. I just keep playing my game. You see me? Okay. Yeah? Okay, I think we're back, but bitrate's not looking good. Oop. I'm back. That's another thing. It's like I love how confident I am to do a 24-hour stream when my internet is like this sometimes. That's okay. Majority of streams were okay. This seems like a one-off. So we'll hope for the best. Oh god. I don't know why it's saying that. Let me open my task manager. Google Chrome is taking up the most stuff. Nothing too out of the 100 CPU. Huh. I don't know. Does this look out of the ordinary to you guys? Yeah! Malay. I announced it. I'm doing a 24-hour stream. And I might be crazy, but I'm excited. Of just Zelda. I'm very excited. On Saturday, December 2nd to Sunday, December 3rd. Yeah. I'm gonna post this on my socials after, but I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna sleep if I need to. So I'm not gonna try to keep myself awake or anything like that. You know, we're gonna be all about the self-care and stuff, but it will be tricky. Okay, I think my stream's okay now. I think I just have a lot running. My PC does not like it. I think we're okay though, for the most part. Fingers crossed I don't crash again. Wow, look at my fruits. I'm really excited though. I think it will be a fun challenge. December 2nd? December 2nd. Remind me, is that like a... December 2nd. You finished school December 1st! Oh my gosh, you are so sweet. No pressure to hang out for a lot of it. Like, I'll be so live for so long, people can just kind of pop in and out and go about their day as they please. I'll be live for so long, it's gonna be crazy. So someone could probably like go to bed and then wake up and I would still be here. Oh my god, that's so exciting though that you're finishing school. I was glancing at the Discord and I saw you mention it a little bit. Graduating high school is very bittersweet. In my case, I think I was more excited to leave it because I didn't have the best high school experience, but it is still a big part of your life. It's a huge chapter that you're closing, so it's just hard to, you know, it comes with a lot of emotions. You grow a lot as a person and you learn so much about yourself in high school, and it's like closing one chapter and then opening a new, scary, exciting one, going to university or college, and then you make so many friends, and I don't know. I'm excited for you, Mally. A big chapter closing, which is very bittersweet, but it's so exciting at the same time. I know no one asked me. I'm just thinking kind of back on my time graduating high school. It's so crazy. But yeah, I'm excited. I was originally gonna do it sometime in November, but I don't know. I want to give myself some time to mentally prepare for it. So we'll do it at the start of December. I think it'll be good. You don't have a great relationship with your classmates? You all hate each other? Oh no. Oh yeah, I do remember. Over the past couple of years in general, you've had some good tea that you've spilled with us. And some girls who don't sound so nice at your school. So that's true. So I guess it's like, on the one hand, it's kind of sad to leave like the good people you meet and the teachers you like and the environment. But it's nice to leave behind the people who, you know, who aren't the nicest, who you don't really care about. Because then you don't have to be there around them anymore. So it's got, I guess, a good side and bad side. You're gonna miss your teachers. Oh, that's so valid. Having good teachers is truly the best. It leaves such an impact on you. I have this one particular teacher I had in high school who was such a positive influence on my life, and I still think about her, and I'm so thankful for her to this day. And that was like a decade ago for me. But yeah, it's so nice leaving like the people who, you know, who aren't nice and behind. And you say bye bish and you never see them again. Yeah, it's very bittersweet. Bye Felicia, right? Or I guess if a lot of people go to like a local college or university, then you could end up seeing a lot of high school. No. You end up seeing a lot of high school classmates again, but in that kind of setting, you don't really have to interact with people you don't want to interact with. I hope you're doing well though, Mally, Jingle. It's good to see everyone. But yeah, if anyone is just tuning in and you wanna remember this, December 2nd to December 3rd. Will I regret this? I might. But I'm mainly excited. I'm gonna post this on my socials later if people want to take the time to read through it. It will be a fun challenge. I think it will be good. Oh my god, that's so exciting, Jingle. Let's freaking go. Oh, you are so sweet, Mally. You're too nice. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm just thinking back on my experience. It's a big time in your life. You know, it's a big chapter. It's like, it's hard to know how to feel, you know? Saw my new one. I was looking for your old one. That's so funny. That's true. I guess it would be a bit of an adjustment in that sense. Get ready with me? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a cute little like makeup portion at the start of stream. I was gonna get ready before the stream, but I was thinking about it, and it would be in my best interest to use up as much of the stream time as possible. You know? I'm gonna have to kill 24 hours. So I was like, I'm just gonna wake up and go live, and then I'm gonna get ready on stream. On the, you know, while the timer's ticking. I'm like, anything I could do on stream is probably in my best interest. I'm excited though, it'll be fun. I'll wake up and then I think I'll do my makeup on stream and then we'll jump into Zelda. I am excited to see how close I can get to a full 100%. Oh shoot, I wasn't even looking. That was an awful round. We're warming up, it's okay. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Okay, hopefully my mic sounds okay. I feel like my face cam was awkwardly positioned. Now, see, I feel like it's too low. Okay, that's good. That's centered. You won't show yourself sleeping? I don't think so. I was thinking about it because I stream in our guest bedroom, so I have a bed behind me. Well, I mean, the pillow, you can't see like where my face would be. Like, it's pretty much the end of the bed behind me. And I was thinking I could like nap on stream. I know a lot of streamers do, but I don't know if I'd be comfortable with it. I don't know. I think I honestly will probably just step away with no face cam or anything and go sleep in a different room. If I do get to the point where I feel like I need to sleep, I just feel like if I tried to nap here, I think I would be so in my head that I just wouldn't be able to fall asleep. You know, even if my face wasn't showing, even if I was muted, I just would be paranoid about it. I don't know. I'll probably, for all my breaks, and if I do step away to nap, I think I'll probably just put on words on stream and have no face cam. Or I could even like go on YouTube and put up my VODs. I think I'll probably just put up words on stream and then take a power nap for like maybe, if it comes to it, like a half hour or 45 minutes, and then just keep words on stream up so people can just type in chat and play the game. But yeah, I don't think I would... I don't think I would be able to fall asleep, honestly, if it was on stream. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people do it for subathons and stuff. But power to them. I don't know if I could. It's funny though, I've watched a lot of streamers, and when they do subathons, I've seen a lot of streamers comment that their viewership is the best when they're sleeping, which is so interesting to me. Yeah, random people watching you sleep. Yeah. I just feel like sleeping is kind of like a vulnerable thing. I don't know. I don't think I could do it. But yeah, a lot of streamers, big streamers I've watched who've done subathons, they say their viewership is the highest when they're asleep, which is so interesting to me. Like, the idea of people just kind of watching you sleep is, I don't know. And even though if it's not necessarily people watching you sleep, like if you have a game on the screen or if you're playing YouTube videos, they could be there for that. But I think it's just people kind of hoping maybe you'll talk in your sleep, or you'll like sleepwalk, or like, I don't know. Well, that's another reason I'd be scared to sleep on stream though. I'm a huge sleep, like, oh, I would mute myself, but I'm a huge sleep talker. I don't know what kind of fucked up stuff I would say. And then I like fidget and move around in my sleep a lot. And I've slept, like, I've walked in my sleep. I would be so nervous of like just something getting caught on camera, you know? Like, I don't think I would. I would probably step away and I wouldn't have a webcam. I'm gonna try to not sleep, but staying up for 24 hours is really hard. And I just don't think it would be very fun if I was so exhausted by the end of it. So if I do feel like a nap would be in my best interest, then I'll do it. You couldn't do a sleep stream? I don't know, maybe when you're a big streamer and you have that many people watching you, you almost feel a bit of a disconnect, I imagine. I don't know. I don't think I could do it with any amount of people. I don't know. You'd hear all kinds of toots. Like things like that are just, it's so scary, you know? Just being in that kind of vulnerable state and being on camera. I would 100% mute myself because yeah, you don't know what kind of bodily sounds you're gonna make, you know? Everyone's human. And yeah, I would be so scared of sleep talking. I sleep talk all the time. Like I would straight up, I don't know, like dox myself in my sleep or something. I don't even know. I sleep talk a lot, yeah. I have since I was young. I don't as much, but it's still pretty frequent for like the average person. Yeah. Growing up, I used to always sleep talk, and now Brandon tells me he like catches me doing it a bunch, and I'll say like random shit to him in my sleep all the time. So weird to you? I don't really fully get how it works. I noticed for myself, I think it's more likely to happen if I'm very overtired and if I get into a really, really deep sleep. Because a lot of nights I just kind of maybe get by on like 5-6 hours of sleep, and I don't know, which is not healthy, but sometimes I'll have a really good deep sleep and I often end up sleep talking. I remember back when Brandon told me back when we worked at McDonald's like 8 years ago, it depends on where I'm at in my life, right? Like if I'm super occupied with work and stuff, apparently in my sleep I used to say, oh, do you want 2 cookies for $1? Like I was upselling, drive-through upselling in my sleep. And he says sometimes, he tells me most of the time it's not legible, or sorry, legible is not the word. It's not, you know, like you can't, it's not clear. You can't really, it's just like gibberish, but sometimes apparently it's very clear. Turn into a furnace, turn to max setting. Under the same blanket as me, you literally become so hot, really? That's valid, yeah. People have like little sleep quirks and certain temps they need to sleep in. Yeah, like Brandon likes to keep the fan running even in the winter time. And I feel like I'm a very cold person. I usually always like heat as opposed to like keeping cold. I'm not a big fan person. I don't really like fans. I like to be usually as warm as possible, and I always feel cold and chilly. So I don't like that he always keeps the fan running. It's, yeah, everyone has their own little things that they use to get comfortable, I guess. You'd answer, but not so much. Maybe 1 word or 2 words. That's so interesting. Spend the night at my house. She started talking. She literally said how to cook some vegetables. He laughed so much. See, that's like me. I think I go into like, I will basically start talking out like whatever I'm dreaming of, and I'll start telling full stories or like walk people through what I'm doing. I think I'd be like your friend. Like my sleep talking gets pretty extreme sometimes. I mean, it's funny content for stream, but I don't think I'd ever be comfortable sleeping on stream. You can't sleep if it's above 20 Celsius in the room. That's so interesting. You love it. I remember one time when I was young, we were sleeping over at like a family friend's cottage or something. And I had a dream. I was, when I was younger, I would like sleepwalk and stuff a lot. Not so much now, but sometimes Brandon tells me I do stand up, or I'll kind of like sit up with what I'm saying when I'm sleep talking, and I'll move a bit like when I'm sleep talking. I remember we were sleeping over to family friends, and then I had this, you kind of remember because you kind of sometimes like wake yourself up out of it, but I think I had this like dream that there was like someone trying to kill me or something, and in real life I started slapping my friend, and I was like, get away from me, and I started hitting my friend who was sleeping, and I think she was trying to be nice and pretended it didn't wake her. because it was a family friend. But I remember I kind of woke up in the middle of it and I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? Oh my god. And I remember when I was young and when I lived with my mom, I have funny sleepwalking stories. And I lived with my mom, and my sister and I shared a room. They would tell me stories. There was times where I'd wake up and I'd walk like face first into a wall. I think my mom caught me one time when I was young, and I tried to pee in the fridge. Like, I walked downstairs, and if she said she caught me, I turned the lights on and I tried to pull my pants down and sit in the fridge when I was probably like a preteen, and she caught me. There are honestly like cases in the news of people who die from sleepwalking though. My mom told me also one time I was like half asleep and I was trying to unlock the door in my pajamas, the front door. And it's like, God knows where I would have gone. It's kind of scary, actually. National kickboxing champion, only in her sleep. Imagine if I was sleepy on stream and I started like throwing hands with the ghosts, you know? Uppercut, jab. As far as funny sleep content goes, I think there would be some funny moments, but I would be so scared to sleep on stream. But yeah. It's crazy. Like, I definitely talk, like, audibly speak out my dreams, and I'll like motion my dreams a lot, which is less than I did when I was a kid, but I still do it. Brandon tells me I'll still do it. You needed an exorcism. I know, it's like something was possessing me. For real. Yeah, it's very interesting why some people like sleepwalk and sleep talk and some don't. My sister too, though. My sister's always been a pretty big sleepwalker and sleep talker. Yeah, it's scary. The funny thing is, my sister and I are similar in the sense that we have a lot of nightmares about bugs. My sister and I really don't like bugs. I don't know if I ever told you guys this. You guys know I have arachnophobia, right? There's times in my life where it's heightened and times where it's not so bad. But when we went to Universal Studios in 2017 and we went on that ride, Harry Potter and the Forgotten something, it takes you through a bunch of scenes from the movie. We had no idea what it was going into it. We were like, oh, fun, Harry Potter. And it takes you through the Forgotten Forest, which we did not know till we were on the ride. And it's really... my eyes were closed for all of it, but even like going into it and me kind of like it clicking and me realizing what was about to happen. Yeah, it was basically you're in a room with like all these like spider sounds, and apparently it's like giant animatronic spiders in your face, but my eyes were closed. But you see some of it going into it, and I had really bad like actual sleep terrors for I think like 7 months after that trip, where I would jump out of bed, throw all my covers on the floor, and I would be like, spiders, spiders, spiders. And Brandon would always he told me it happened, there was a point where it's happening like multiple nights in a week. And sometimes now I have that. I'll have nightmares where I think there's spiders around me, and I'll wake up and I'll be like, spiders, spiders, and he has to like tell me it's okay, it's okay. And then my sister's the same. There's times if I'm sleeping over with my sister or something where she wakes up and she's like, bugs, bugs. Like we both have the same like sleep talking and sleepwalking. It's crazy. But yeah, I get bad like a bug nightmares and stuff. Oh god. The bugs, yeah. It's funny though, because my sister, it happens quite often, and it's almost kind of annoying. I'm like, Ada, there are no bugs, go to bed. And I'm like, that's probably how people feel if I sleep talk and they're around. Oh, it's so funny. She really sleepwalks, it's crazy. I wonder if it's the one I'm thinking of. Isn't there this girl on TikTok who went viral for her sleep walking and sleep talking, and she set up a camera, and then her TikTok started like popping off? I wonder if it's the same one I'm thinking of. And it was so funny, like the things she would say to her husband or her boyfriend. That's so funny. Imagine going on a 5-kilometer walk, getting your full night's sleep. Honestly, if you think about it, it's kind of like the most effective use of your time. Yeah, when I was young and I lived at home though, and I was like in high school, I would sleepwalk a lot. Like I would just kind of like be half awake and I would stroll around our entire place, and my mom would always catch me and have to like guide me to bed before I like did some dumb shit. She took her dog for a walk. Oh my god. Like while she was sleepwalking. That sounds familiar. I feel like we watched it. It must be the same girl. That is scary though, because you're like you're not in the right headspace when you're asleep. Obviously, you don't really know what's going on. You could just let go of your dog's like leash, and then you never see your dog again. Or you could walk in the middle of the road. Like, it's just so scary. So many things could go wrong. Wow. Hi, Sammy. How are you doing? It was one time though, I do remember when Evie was a puppy, like I probably didn't even have her for over a week, and she was so small. I remember that was when I was having really bad like sleep terrors about spiders. And I do remember there was this one time where she was this was just when we finished crate training with her, I think. Oh no, so I would have had her for at least like a month or two. But she was a puppy, and I remember I woke up and I like flung everything off my bed. And then I thought there was bugs around me, and I snapped out of it. And Evie was sleeping on the bed with me, and I was like, oh my god, I have no idea where Evie is. And I remember I was in such a panic, and I looked around my entire place. Like it was the middle of the night and I could not find her in my townhouse I lived with my mom. And I was like, oh my god, was I sleepwalking, and did I let her outside? I was like, oh my god, I will never see my dog again. And I was like, I was in such a panic. And then I looked around my room because I flung everything off my bed and all my sheets because I was like, oh my god, spiders, bugs. And then I looked, and this poor thing, my little Evie, was under the bed shaking. I flung her off my bed in my sleep, and she was so scared. Like I only had her for a couple months, and she was under the bed shaking. She's like, probably thinking, why did this monster throw me off the bed? Oh, I will never forget that. I will never forget that. I think that's one time I can think about in my life where my sleepwalking actually like harmed someone or something, and she was completely fine. You know, I don't have a huge bed or anything, and she like got flung off with a bunch of pillows and blankets. But I remember like getting out of that like sleepy state, and I was like, where is my dog? What, like, did I let her outside? And then I found her, and I was so sad. And then I gave her so many like hugs and cuddles, and I was like, I'm so sorry, but she wouldn't have didn't understand, of course. But I will never forget that. So sad. So sad. Okay. But yeah, sleepwalking and sleep talking is so interesting. I would love to know more of the science behind that, or if it's been like heavily studied by anyone. I don't really know if there's much to it. I guess some people just do, some people just don't. But I do notice I do it more when I'm like, yeah, if you have something in your life that kind of, you know, is weighing heavy on your mind, I guess, or is something that's very prevalent in your life, and obviously you dream about it more and stuff. Or again, I find sometimes if I'm overtired, I tend to sleep talk more. Okay, I would like to get at least one watermelon before I consider switching to Zelda. You sent out the Discord? Should I pull it up right now? The one with the ghost dog? Oh yeah, what's her name? Celine Boo or something? Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. I remember what she looked like, but I didn't quite remember.
Someone pulled up this clip last night of my sleepwalking, and to me it's hilarious, but it does show the dangers of it. But just
She's funny. Yeah, I used to watch her stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Ghost Dog! Oh, I thought she was okay. It's just dragging the leash around. That's funny. Oh, the cars are probably like, what the heck? Part of me wonders if this is real. Like, that's great news. Some of this seems so extreme. I'm like, I wonder if she does this just for the content. But I do want to believe her. Because here I am talking about my like extreme sleepwalking experiences. So I'm like, there have to be people who have it on a more amplified level. That's so scary, but so funny. She's so relaxed about it. God, that's so funny. Yeah, that's definitely the one I was thinking of. Her TikToks blew up. She had some hilarious ones. All the stuff she would say to her partner. Oh my god, that's funny. That's so funny. Ooh, I'm not doing well. Okay, maybe we can save this. Maybe? I don't know if any of you here have watched the Avatar cartoon, Avatar The Last Airbender. The Netflix teaser. The Netflix teaser looks so good. I don't know, I was just... This music made me think of Avatar, even though it's not Avatar at all. I'm so excited. I love Avatar so much, I definitely think I could go back and rewatch the cartoon again before the live action comes out. Just to refresh my memory on some of the main stuff. Okay, this is actually not too bad right now. Not too bad right now. Ellie, oh my god. That down there. I can go here. I can go there. That there. I did! Oh my god, I was thinking of that one too. Inside Out is such a cute movie. I haven't seen it in so long, but the teaser for the second one looks so good. I was cracking up at, hi, I'm Anxiety. I wonder how old the girl would be now. What was her name? Riley? Oh, it's gonna be so cute. That is such a wholesome movie. Whenever I think of it, I think of Bing Bong, and I want to cry. Bing Bong, my beloved. So sad. Take her to the moon for me. Oh, in the heart. But Anxiety was so funny. I'm like, she's definitely got to be like a teenager or a young adult. Oh god. It was so relatable. So relatable. Inside Out was so good. I'm happy it's getting a sequel. That was so sad. I think for me, one of like the most sad moments in a Pixar movie. I mean, Pixar and Disney, it's like the movies are so magical and well made. I feel like usually all of them are emotional. But Bing Bong, oh, that sacrifice and you realize what's happening. It breaks your heart, man. Bing Bong deserved better. When she introduced herself and had the crazy hair and everything. It's so funny. Oh, this game's over. Oh, actually, okay. Oh god, it's getting close. I'll be surprised if we save this. It's gonna be very close. Oh, fudge cookie. Okay, I really want a watermelon today. So real. I know, Anxiety. Like, that is so real. That is so relatable. I love movies like that where they bring a sequel. They introduce a sequel after a long time. And it's like people who kind of grew up with the movie grow up with the character. But I feel like Riley would probably be a young adult or, you know, a teenager. So cute. Oh, I'm excited to see what they do with it. It will be very good. This music's really pretty. What are we listening to? When You're Mine? So intimate. When You're Mine and I'm Yours. Doesn't show if it's from any particular game or anything. It's very pretty. Very pretty. I like it. Turn the music up a bit. But the way, look what just came on. The way we were just talking about that Inside Out trailer. And look what just came on. Anxious Heart from Final Fantasy VII. Anxiety in Inside Out 2 has an anxious heart. That's funny. Timing. The timing is so good sometimes on stream. We love to see it. We really do. You guys, I'm so excited for my 24-hour stream. Like, it's gonna be really hard. But I'm excited for the challenge. And I'm just so excited to get close to the end of Zelda. I really love Zelda so much, and I feel so in awe of the game even after 200 hours. But I do feel excited at the thought of spinning my backlog wheel, you know? I have so many amazing games I own that I really want to play. Get back into variety streaming a little bit. So I think it will be really cool to see if we can get close to the end of 100%. And you watched it all? I remember that! I don't think I was there for all of it though. You were there the whole time? Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. But yeah, that's hard. That's hard to watch a stream for that long. I feel like I've done that where some streamers have done really long streams and you're actually there for most of it. It's hard as a viewer as well. It's tiring to watch something for that long. It's hard when you're a streamer too. Like my longest stream was I think 14.5 hours. It is not easy. I don't know how I'm gonna do 24. Crazy. I definitely think I'm gonna end up sleeping for some of it. I think that's such a huge goal to try to stay awake and like focus on a stream for 24 hours. I'll probably be very casual with it and take breaks and nap and stuff. I do remember her 10-hour stream though. Wasn't that was a long time ago to celebrate like graduating, right? Oh, it's so cute that we've all known each other for so long. Like all the early stream friends. I remember like Amelia's old streams in her old apartment when she was studying. Same with Maddie. I remember like all the moves Maddie's had in her old places and when she was also like in school and stuff. It's like, it's so cute. You have all these streamer friends and you just... all the time goes by. You don't even know where it goes. It's crazy to think about. Definitely need some rest. Yeah. I'm like, I could really try to push myself and stay awake for 24 hours. But then I ask myself, what's the point? Why would I want to just be tired and miserable for the end of it, you know? Like when I think back to my 24-hour stream, I just want to remember the whole thing as being such a fun experience and I was excited up until the end. Like if I'm tired for the last 10 hours and I'm really struggling to push through it, what's the point, you know? Like I want to practice good self-care and stuff when I do it. So long ago. Yeah, that's crazy. If it's the one I'm thinking of, I think I was there for a decent amount of that too. But yeah, I definitely don't think I'll sleep on stream. That is so scary to me. I think I'll just, yeah, I'll put on like words on stream and then I won't have a face cam or anything. And I'll just play music and people can play the word game. I think that will be the best way to do it. Because then it's like people can be entertained while I'm still gone. Because the word game is fun. I like words on stream. December 2020, wow. I can't believe how long ago that was. I think that's when a lot of us really got to know each other because it was during COVID times. Because that was like me. I think we all started streaming around similar times. I think I started streaming like for real in August 2020. And all those those months we all like started meeting each other. So cute. I can't believe it, and now it's almost 2024. I don't know where the time goes. That's so crazy to me. Like, time really flies. And seeing what everyone like does with their life is so special and so wholesome. 2023 went by so fast. I've been talking to some people about it. Like, where did this year go? I feel like we were just celebrating New Year's. I can't believe it's almost the new year again. I know they say as you get older, time goes by quicker, but I don't even know. I don't think it's that. Ever since COVID, like, time is going by weird. I don't know. I've seen people talk about this on TikTok too. Like, time goes by so quick now, and it literally goes by before your eyes. It was never like that before COVID, because I feel like so many of us lost so many years, you know? And time has felt weird to me since we came out of lockdowns and stuff. Like, you think about how long ago COVID was, and it feels like it wasn't very long ago. It's just hard to get back to normal. I don't know. Like, when we started COVID, I was like in my early 20s, and now I'm getting closer to 30. I feel like I like lost my mid 20s. And same for like people your age, like, you know, you're losing like such important high school years and like all those like events. Like, so many people, COVID was when they were in senior year and they missed their prom and everything. That's so crazy to me. Can't believe that happened. Damn. Oh, there's so much space down here. Me neither. It all seems like a blur, doesn't it? It feels like it was a fever dream. Like, those years in lockdown didn't happen. I think about it and I'm like, I don't even remember a lot of it. I think that's when I really took up streaming. Like a lot of people though. Just for some sort of connection and to pass the time. Cute!
You're playing the fruit game too? Also 34 months rhymes to tap.
Cute! Thank you so much for the 34 months! That's a crazy amount of time. Oh my god. 34 months. Wow. Where does the time go? We're just talking about that. How like I started streaming pretty much during COVID, like a lot of people, and I just don't know where the time went. It's crazy. But thank you so much for this sub. Are you also playing the fruit game? I remember when I first saw everyone streaming it, and I did not get the appeal at all. And then you play it for the first time, and you're like, okay, I get it now. I haven't streamed it a whole lot, but it's been something I've been playing quite a lot off stream, especially if I'm trying to procrastinate. This is one of my recent methods of procrastination. You could end up playing this for hours when you're supposed to be doing more important things. But the fruit game is very fun. Oh, I'm not doing very good right now though. Yeah, there's my game. My game is over. I've had some pretty good high scores off stream, but right now it's casual and I'm chatting, you know? You know how it is. Entering, hi! Oh, my Sunday's going good. It's going well. How's yours going? Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. Thank you again for that sub. Isn't it fun, Mally? It's kind of cute to stream too. It's nice. I don't really have to think about it, so I can just kind of chat while I do it. Flubbed it. Oh, that's impressive. I've never gotten a double watermelon. I think I've gotten kind of close. My best game, I think, was yesterday. I was playing at work to pass the time. Usually at my desk job, I have a lot of downtime. which I love because I use it usually as an opportunity to catch up on editing. But sometimes if I'm like, you go into a shift very tired, you know, and I just don't have the mental energy to focus on something like that, then I'll just play games or watch YouTube videos. Yesterday was one of those shifts. I was just like, my head was hurting. I felt like I was not well rested. So I played this fruit game for like half my shift. I was playing this for like 4 hours. And I think my best high score was 2,600 something. I was maybe kind of close to double watermelon, but not quite. No cigar. I mean, I have nothing to show for it because it hasn't happened today yet, but I feel like when I play off stream, I'm kind of at the point now where I usually get a watermelon every game. For the most part. Not every game, but yesterday I started getting them pretty consistently, and then I would usually lose shortly after. You put a screenshot of the setup you had in the Discord. Oh, was this recently? I'm trying to find it. Yeah, it's so close to getting... Oh, this was a few days ago, right? Oh. I just joined my own Discord voice chatting call. In general chat. I think I saw that. Oh! Oh, there it is. Oh no, that was just now. Oh! Oh my god, that is so impressive. Damn. It's hard probably when you get to that point because it's like they take up so much space. I'm curious if you use any strats or if it was just a lucky round. I'm still trying to just figure out if this is heavily RNG or if you can't actually do certain things to work in your favor, you know? I've tried like lots of different little methods to see if one works better than the other, and it just still all seems very random to me. Half luck, half skill. I could see that. I think as you play more and you kind of start getting familiar with like what fruit comes after what fruit without having to glance at the side, then I think you just end up strategically placing certain things closer together, if that makes sense. Which I found has kind of helped me start to score higher. Like usually I always try to put the cherries and strawberries together. Or if there's certain things you know that, yeah, you're gonna get a bigger fruit. And I used to just put like, I think I used to put like the little fruits on the side and they would sink through to the bottom. And now I usually try to put cherries or cherries and strawberries in little nooks like this, so they usually don't fall through, and I give them a chance to like get bigger before they get down, fall to the bottom. I find usually if my game ends, that's one of the main reasons why. You have all these little fruits that are sort of clogging up space, and nothing can get to them to make them grow. They'll fall through the cracks, yeah, and I think that's pretty much how you can like lose your game. In my experience, that's usually what cost me my game in the end. You have like a bunch of the little ones just scattered throughout. So I think usually I'll try to make them grow a bit before they fall to the bottom. Like your screenshot was so impressive. Even times where I've had watermelons and stuff, I usually always still get a few stragglers at the bottom, but you had like nothing at the bottom. It's very impressive. Teach me your ways. Yeah, you have to be careful with the cherries. That was kind of risky. Well, this song's pretty. Is this Final Fantasy? Yeah. Like so many series and games I'm just excited to play for the first time. Cute! Also, no pressure. This is no pressure to like tune into this or anything. I'm just excited, so I'm showing people. But I'm doing a 24-hour Zelda stream. Am I crazy? Yes. Will I regret it? Maybe. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it to see how close I can get to the end of 100%. Saturday, December 2nd, 10 AM Eastern to Sunday, 10 AM Eastern. just to see how close I can get to the finish line for 100% grinding. I'm gonna post this on my socials later. But yeah, I'm excited. Nervous, but mainly excited. Mainly excited. And you messed it all up. That's nice you got the screenshot though, for proof. Oh my gosh, you're totally good. No pressure to be there. It's gonna be so long that, you know, I assume we'll see some faces kind of like pop in and out throughout it. Cause I'll be live for genuinely so long that, I don't know, it's so cool. Like I was telling people earlier, I've watched 24-hour streams and it's the most bizarre thing because you could hang in there for like, just pop in and say hi, and then you have to go to bed and go to work, and you go about your whole day, and then you go on Twitch and they're still live, and you can just go say hi like 12 hours later. So I imagine people will just be like coming and going as they please, but I definitely don't expect people to just hang in there hours at a time because that'd be expecting a lot of people. But I've never done a stream that long or even close to that long, so it'll be neat to see if, you know, how many people are there by the end of it, because there's a lot of our opportunities for people to get raided in, or people with different time zones to have it on in the background and lurk. It'll be cool. I'm curious to see how many people will like kind of be in there by the end of it. Can't wait. Thanks. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how much Tears of the Kingdom progress I can get done. Like I have it time blocked, so I'll do this many hours for Sky Map, this many hours for Depths, this many hours for armor grinding, and it's all time blocked. Oh, for sure. Oh, that was a disclaimer. That was a disclaimer. Oh, the music's kind of loud. I put in here, and I audibly mentioned as well, because I know so many people on Twitch say it's not a true 24-hour stream if you sleep. But I think that would be really like pushing myself in my boundaries. So I put a cute little disclaimer here. I said, for my first 24-hour stream, it's important for me to practice self-care, be mindful of my limits, and listen to my body. Full disclaimer, I will happily disrupt the schedule to step away for frequent breaks and naps if I feel like I need it. I'd rather have an enjoyable experience up until the end, as opposed to feeling miserable from exhaustion in the final stretch. I was like, I'm just gonna put that there, because we have a nice community, so I don't think anyone will give me a hard time. But just so no one has any expectations, so she's gonna be up, she's gonna be actively streaming the entire 24-hour period, because that's definitely not gonna happen. Hello, here for the cozy chaos. Oh, I'm so glad. I like to think we've got lots of cozy chaos here. That is definitely the vibe here. But yeah, I don't want to push myself. I'm gonna take a lot of breaks, and if I feel like I need to nap by the end, by some point close to the end, or even in the middle of it, I'll step away and nap for sure. We'll see. Oh, I lost a little cherry. That's okay. But I hope you're having a good day, Volt. Hello. I hope I said your name right, Volt. Sleep 15 hours before the 24 hours. That's my plan for sure. I'm keeping the entire day before off, so December 1st, the Friday. I'm not gonna give it to either of my jobs, and I'm gonna spend the entire day mentally preparing, probably like meal prepping, just so I have meals ready to go for breaks. Prep a bunch, you know, I'll probably have like a few bottles of water prepped just to make sure I'm staying hydrated. I'm gonna try to sleep a lot. I think that's for sure gonna be in my best interest, getting a big sleep beforehand. I do think I'll still have to nap probably, but having a big sleep will help me. Yeah, I'm nervous but excited. It's gonna take some prep, I think, to make sure I'm like in the best possible state I can be in. I'll definitely have to meal prep quite a lot the day before, because I don't really take the time to make myself meals often, and when I end up having long streams, I'll always just like jump off and quickly have like a snack that's not nutritious or not filling. And over a 24-hour period, I don't think that will be in, you know, that will work in my favor. I don't think I'd feel very good by the end of it, so I'm gonna make like proper meals and prep them. A bunch of Chipotle, you're good. Nah, nah, nah. As tempting as that is, you know? I've never had Chipotle, actually. It's just kind of like a chicken place, right? Ooh, I'm not doing too good. Look at all these little ones I've lost. Our fallen soldiers. That's cap. I never had Chipotle. Cross my heart. Pinky promise. It's not really... I could be wrong about this. I don't really think it's a big thing in Canada like it is in the States. I think it just opened in my city as of like a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think there are too many really in Canada. Or it's a pretty recent thing, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, that was risky. Oh, I'm not doing too good. Yeah, fun fact, never had Chipotle in my life. I do think there's one or two in my city. Never tried it though. Can I save this? I don't know. I'm not feeling too confident. Have you had Taco Bell? Taco Bell, I think I've had once in my life. That might be crazy to some people. The thing is, I'm such a picky eater. There's certain things that, even though I know you can customize certain menu items, no, I swear in my life, people don't have to believe me, but like, I don't know. I'm very picky, so I know you can customize things wherever you go, but certain places it's just not really worth it to me because the menu doesn't appeal to me too much. For Taco Bell, say I'm not big on like tacos and burritos and stuff. I don't eat often because it wouldn't be worth it for me to go buy it and take everything off because I don't like salsa, I don't like sour cream, I don't like tomato, I don't like spice. Like I really have the whitest palate. So I think once in my life when I was young, I was with someone who got Taco Bell. So I got something and I had to take like everything, I had to order it with everything off of it basically. And that was the only memory I have getting Taco Bell once when I was young. Never had Chipotle either. That's probably why I haven't had any interest in trying Chipotle, because I think it's kind of like in that realm of food. Cute game. I like it. It's fun. It's very addicting. I want to get a watermelon today. But yeah, only had Taco Bell once in my life. Yeah. Same with Chipotle though. It might just be my area, or I could just be living under a rock and this might be totally wrong. But I feel like Taco Bell isn't as prevalent in Canada as it is in America. I always watch like American content creators talk about like Taco Bell being one of the main fast food joints. And I don't really think that's the case here. I don't even know if I don't know if my city has a Taco Bell. Like maybe one? But yeah, no, we have some. I don't know. So it could be some people's go-to and I probably just live under a rock. But I don't know. I don't know. Is a pure vibe while drunk? See, that's me with McDonald's. If I'm getting fast food, McDonald's is my go-to. Like, my going out and drinking days are behind me for the most part, but I remember my early 20s and like late teens and stuff. You go out after a night out and you're like plastered and you go get some juniors and some nuggets. Oh, it's chef's kiss. Yeah, if I ever have if I have fast food or if I eat out, my go-to is McDonald's or Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons isn't necessarily like fast food, but it also kind of is, you know. I like their sandwiches and their breakfast food and stuff. Tim Hortons. I like Timmy's. I'm such a Timmy's girl. I guess it would kind of count as fast food. I don't know. I'm just a Timmy's girl. You like the Timbits? Timbits are good. I don't know. Zelda. Ocarina of Time? Hyrule Field? I guess Timmy's isn't really like eating out fast food. Like you don't crave Timmy's like you would crave McDonald's chicken nuggets. I do love McDonald's breakfast and breakfast sandwiches and their, you know. Ugh. Yeah, I like their sausage egg biscuits. It's good. I love poutine. Oh, I love poutine so much. See, that's another thing. Poutine, if you're drunk, is so good. Not even. Poutine, if I'm like going out, is just one of my go-tos. Because everywhere here sells poutine. Like McDonald's has a good poutine. McDonald's poutine slaps. I was at one of my jobs. Did I post this in the Discord? No, I didn't. I posted on Instagram. I was on break at work like 2 days ago and I took a photo of my poutine. It was so good. Poutine is one of my go-tos if I'm like eating bad. Real conversations that we need to have. McDonald's breakfast is good too. McDonald's breakfast is good. I really like their Am I thinking of McDonald's or Timmy's right now? I think they both have it. No, I'm thinking of Timmy's. Timmy's has a good breakfast biscuit. But I think... Does McDonald's have a breakfast biscuit? No, just their English muffins are really good. Their breakfast sandwiches. What the fuck is poutine? Oh.
You're doing great, Tori.
It's, French fries, gravy, and cheese. All together. It's so good. Dunkin' Donuts! Yeah! Dunkin' Donuts, I feel like I've only had it once or twice in my life when I was in the States. We don't have Dunkin' Donuts here. I don't think we do anyway, maybe in like major cities. No, I don't think we have Dunkin' Donuts at all. I've had it a handful of times and it doesn't hit for me. I feel like, I don't know if this is most places in America, and I don't mean to offend. I don't mean to offend American fast food joints. It is so damn sweet. Dunkin' Donuts, it's like anything you drink or eat is literally pure sugar. It's like their coffee, it's like you're drinking pure sugar. It's like, I haven't enjoyed any of my Dunkin' Donuts experiences. I don't know. Do they have food though, or is it just snacks? No, actually, and also when we were in the Bahamas airport at the start of the month, I got Dunkin' Donuts breakfast. They did have like a little bacon sausage egg situation. And it was okay. It was like kind of like anywhere else you get it, but their coffee was so sweet. Oh my god. They have fast food lately? Oh, mainly drinks and donuts. That's like a lot of places. Growing up, Timmy's used to just be, it was pretty much just like a donut and coffee shop, and now they've got a full menu. I think a lot of places like that have really, you know, up to their menu selection. Understandably so. Krispy Kreme. I've had Krispy Kreme. I don't think we've had Krispy Kreme either. I've only had Krispy Kreme I think once or twice in my life. Also when I was in the States in 2017. And their donuts, oh, the Krispy Kreme donuts are so good. I think when I was young we had Krispy Kreme. We had one location and then we closed it. I don't know if it was just my city or if it shut down in all of Canada. I really don't know, because I feel like Toronto or Vancouver probably have some of these places. Like some of these places are maybe in major cities, but you're right, it's so sugary. Just much more than I'm used to. The coffee was a lot more sugary than, I don't know, most coffee I've tried. I'm in Ontario. Oh, is poutine not really a big thing in all of the provinces? I've only been to Quebec and Ontario. I haven't been like, all the way to the East Coast or the West Coast at all. But I know in Ontario poutine is huge, and from what my limited time in Quebec, poutine was pretty decently big there as well. Oh, that does sound good. Cute. Canada doesn't run on Dunkin'. Yeah, I don't know. The biggest thing here is like, I don't know. feel like McDonald's and Timmy's are really big here. Oh, Wendy's. Wendy's is pretty good, actually. I don't mind Wendy's. Wendy's has some pretty good fast food for a pretty affordable price. Yeah, Wendy's is not bad, actually. They have pretty good stuff. Oh, really? Only have a few here and there. Oh, so I guess province probably... Yeah, I guess maybe it just depends on province. Wait, cute. Mine does too. So mine does too. You know what? I lied. I think now that you mentioned that, I think we have more Taco Bell in my area than I thought. I just don't think I'm a big Taco Bell fan really. But yeah, we have the half and half KFC and Taco Bell joints. I can think of two in my cities where it's half Taco Bell, half KFC. So those two operate together often for some reason, I think. That's so funny. You're a bad judge of coffee taste. I like coffee. Like, I'm a decently avid coffee drinker, but not to the point where I can kind of like recognize good coffee versus bad coffee. Like, I know some people who are they have to have their coffee every day, and they are set in their ways. They will tell you this place has awful coffee, this place has good coffee. Pretty much most coffee I get in a lot of places, it tastes kind of the same to me. But I don't know. I think if you're a coffee connoisseur, you can definitely recognize what makes a good coffee. And sometimes you can recognize it, like Dunkin'. Yeah, I was not a fan of how sugary it was. I really like Timmy's coffee, even though a lot of people say they think Timmy's coffee is garbage. And I find McDonald's has really good coffee as well. McDonald's has really good coffee. McDonald's hot beverages in general, their McCafe slaps. It's a slay. Actually, just McDonald's drinks in general, like their cold summer drinks, what are they called? I'm not remembering the term. It's sort of like these icy cafe drinks, and they have a chai flavor. Frappe. McDonald's frappes are so good. McDonald's everything just hits. McDonald's is so good. Not McFlurry, no, it's like an ice cap. Ice cap. I'm thinking of Timmy's. It's kind of in the realm of like iced coffee. It's like cafe cold beverages, I guess you could say. But it's sort of like a frozen coffee drink. I think they're called frappes at McDonald's. I don't know if they have them everywhere, but there are a few flavors, and it's kind of like a cold, like blended icy coffee drink. Really oh, that's so yummy. That's so yummy. McFlurries are good though. I have to be in a certain mood for ice cream. I like ice cream, but I don't like love ice cream. Like, I have to be craving it. Whereas I know some people can happily have ice cream like all the time. I don't know. I have to be in a certain kind of mood to want to get like a McFlurry or a Dairy Queen or something like that. Do all Canadians say A? Not all, but a lot. You do hear it often. I don't think I say A. Have I ever said A on stream? I don't think A is really in my vocabulary. Maybe once in a blue moon, but some people say it all the time. It's pretty common. Like, hey, nice weather out, eh? How's the weather, bud? Oh, they give you the whole glass and metal blender cup with the extra two. Oh, you get to refill it yourself. Oh, when we were in Vegas last month for TwitchCon, we tried to save as much money as possible when it came to food, because the food in Vegas was outrageously expensive, and even just the exchange rate in itself kicked us in the ass. But just being on the strip, even when you factor in conversion and everything, the prices were absurd in Las Vegas. So we pretty much went the whole week eating Denny's and McDonald's. We didn't do a whole lot of like, I think it was just the last night we kind of went to like a nicer sit-down restaurant just to close off the trip on a good note, but we ate like garbage the entire time. But yeah, we went to Denny's. We have Denny's in my area. Denny's is in Canada, but I think I've only had it once or twice in my life before Vegas. But they did the same. we got some of the shakes there, and they gave you all the leftover in the like the metal coal tin, and then you could refill it as you go, which I thought was pretty cool. Cause it's like, why not, right? What else are you gonna do with that extra stuff? Might as well give it to the person who ordered it, you know? You went to Denny's too, really? When were you in Vegas? Was this recently, or was this like an old trip way back when? Oh my god, not me hitting myself in the face with a plant. I think probably one of the better things to hit yourself in the face with, though. My pothos. This plant, I'm so happy about it. It's growing so nice and beautifully that I'm starting to run out of... Like, I don't know what to do with all these vines. You guys should see how big this plant is. The amount of vines I have everywhere is just kind of... It's crazy. Like, and it's all behind my 3 monitors, and it's dragging on the floor. It's a beautiful plant. I've definitely noticed since I got it, it's just I'm kind of having a harder time wrapping it around everything. A. Who goes to Denny's when they first go to Vegas? Well, I mean, if you want to save money, it's a good option. It's one of the cheaper things on this trip for sure. And for the value, you get pretty big portions at Denny's. I was pretty happy we went that route with our Vegas trip, because we could have easily spent hundreds of dollars more eating at nicer places. Yeah, that's true. And that's a nice thing. Denny's is open 24/7. A lot of Denny's food is garbage though. It doesn't make you feel the best. It's like good cheap food, you know? Like, it's gonna make you feel like garbage. And it's cheap, but it does the trick. Well, I ended up playing this game for longer than I thought. The thing is, I would like to ideally kind of wrap stream up with some Zelda. But I'm so determined to get a watermelon, and I'm just not doing well. Like, these gameplay strats are not good right now. I'm embarrassed by my my fruit game skills right now. Never been to Denny's anyway. It's, you know, it's nothing special actually. It's just good cheap food. Closest Denny's to you is out of business. Too many good small local diners. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the closest Denny's to me is like way out of... It's not way out of the city, but it's outskirts of the city. Like, I think you have to drive off of the highway to get to the nearest Denny's to me. So I think I've only been there like twice in my life before last month. I actually go to a 5-star restaurant. I don't know. I don't want to spend a lot of money. I did have a plan to go to like one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants, but we were so busy it didn't end up happening. But yeah, it was an expensive trip, so we just ended up eating pretty cheap for most of it. But yeah, that's so true. And it's nice to support like small diners and businesses too, because they usually, I don't know, it's just nice to support like local businesses like that. And usually like the hidden gems like that, they have such good stuff, you know. Place just to refuel, yeah. It's like that. Sometimes when you're on a trip, you just, you know, when you're traveling, you just want somewhere nice and casual to go to. I totally get that. Vegas was cool, but I don't know if I'd really... It really wasn't our scene. We really only went because of TwitchCon. I don't think I'd care to go again in my life. Unless you're gonna like really go out and party a lot and stuff. And even if you do, that would be expensive. It just... We were ready to go home by the end of it. That would be a long way. I'm not super familiar with my states. New, how far? That's like from East Coast to West Coast, right? New Hampshire? That's East Coast, right? I knew when we flew from Southern Ontario, it took us like 4.5 hours. So it was decently long, but not the worst. Oh wow, this is... Oof, I needed to put those closer together. Near Nova butt spot. Nova Scotia. Oh yeah, that's far. Oh, so you're like very much on the East Coast. Oh yeah, so that would definitely add like at minimum an hour or two from the flight I had to Vegas. Yeah, because Ontario is technically, if you're going by time zones, Ontario is Eastern. But if you actually look at a map, I feel like Ontario is kind of like off-center, closer to the East End, sure, but we're not actually on like the East Coast, you know. Ontario is pretty like central in terms of like America. Ontario would be considered Midwest. But yeah, if you're under like the Nova Scotia area, then you're like for sure the East Coast. That would be a long flight. Yeah, I feel like going to Denny's to wind down after travel like that would be nice. Simple food, you know? Pretty much across the whole country, yeah. And the States is big. I did really enjoy the flight going into Vegas, though. I thought it was so neat going over the desert and the mountains, and you just see how the terrain changes. It was so interesting. Our flight into Vegas was all during the day, and it was like we were just like taking pictures at the window, and we were so cool. It was just so cool to sort of fly from like the Midwest area, and you just see like grass and fields and whatever. And then it just starts getting all like rocky, and you see the grass go away, and then you start to get like the beautiful orange mountains. And the whole time, it was so funny because the whole time we were flying towards Nevada, I kept saying, oh my god, this is literally Horizon Zero Dawn. I remember when I was playing through Horizon Zero Dawn, and people who are familiar with like the desert area were telling me how cool it was and how the game devs did such a good job like modeling Horizon Zero Dawn locations based on those states that it was based on. And it literally looked exactly like Horizon Zero Dawn. It was so cool. I was like, oh my god, it's Meridian. Ontario doesn't exist unless you're in Toronto. Honestly, true. If you're not from Canada, even if you're not from Ontario, you probably don't know a city outside of Toronto. So if someone like when people ask, even though I'm like a 2.5 hour drive from Toronto, I'm kind of close to it, but not that close. No one knows London, Ontario. Like literally no one. So in TwitchCon, if people asked where I was from, it was a whole lot of us saying, oh, we're from the Toronto area in Ontario. And then people know Toronto because, you know, Toronto, Drizzy Drake, you know, Toronto, the Six. But that's all people know in Ontario. Maybe Niagara Falls too. That's about it. If you're not Canadian, I feel like the only cities that you would maybe have heard of are probably Toronto and Vancouver. Yeah, that's so interesting. Yeah, right? I totally get that. Oh, that's so neat. I don't know much about New York. Upstate New York. Is a lot of it farmland? I don't know really anything about New York. I've heard New York is really cool. Really cool to see. I think I have to take BL. I don't think I'm getting... Oh, see, look what I just did to myself. I don't think I'm getting... watermelon today. Like, my gameplay right now is atrocious. Okay, I'm gonna try again. Truly, when I play off stream and I'm more focused, I do a lot better. This is just embarrassing right now. I guess it's not, you know... It's not a challenge right now. I'm just playing for the vibes, you know? Vermont or Northern... Oh, it gets very rural. I had no idea. It's really interesting. Because when you think of New York as someone who's never been to New York, you just kind of think of what you see online and like the big city and stuff. So that's really cool, actually. Always something to do. Like visit farmland. A tiny corner of the state. Oh, yeah. I could believe it. I know, and from the outside you think New York, like the Big Apple, the big city. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like the touristy areas and the areas that people talk about most are probably, you know, the central parts. But if you're actually like a New York local, there's probably a lot of rural areas and things like that. Candy Crush but cuter? I could see it. I could see it. Similar. Wow, this is embarrassing. Me at the start of stream saying, oh, I usually get a watermelon every game. Has not got one watermelon today. I really do though, in my defense. When it comes to like gaming on stream, I really do get performance anxiety. And when I game off stream, any types of games or genres, when I play off stream versus on stream, it's like my skill level is wildly different. And I'm sure a lot of streamers relate to that. Because when you're kind of just, you know, you're being watched and you're conversing and reading chat, you're just not as, you know, focused, I guess you could say. Yeah, I'm not doing well right now. But I can't stop playing, it's so addicting. It's funny how this game blew up. I guess a lot of things on the internet work like that, but when this first started going around Twitch, I was under the impression that this is a new game that just came out. But I think when you actually click the category, if I'm not mistaken, it says 2014. Then I guess it just sort of got picked up recently and, you know, started getting kind of trendy. What's crazy? Oh, that's fun. I feel like a concert in New York would be really cool. New York has like one of the biggest venues ever, right? The Madison Square Garden. Like it's a big deal if you're an artist and you sell out the Madison Square Garden, isn't it? Have been into the Switch version? I think so. When I watch people stream it, I think it's a pretty good mix between the free browser version or the Switch version, but yeah, overall, I think most streams I've tabbed into, it's people playing it on Switch. I wonder if it really makes a difference aside from aesthetics. Like, I wonder if the overall experience is more enjoyable on Switch. I know it's got cute music and stuff. But yeah, pretty much. It does make me think of Tetris. Definitely has Tetris elements, how you have to match things up to try to keep it as low as possible. And it's got that like addicting factor. A little jankier on PC? Oh, you think so? You know what? That's interesting, Chicken, because I've definitely had times where two fruits are clearly touching and it just doesn't really register, or they won't combine. And I've definitely had times on PC where the game just straight up freezes on me and I have to refresh and start the game over. You like both? I also love that Twitch handle so much. I'm sure I'm not the first person to say that, but Chicken McTendy is amazing. Oh, this is rough. I'm not doing well right now. You play the browser version? Yeah. I don't know if I'd care enough to get the Switch version because I feel like this is one game I'm gonna play for a bit and then I'm probably just never gonna touch it again. And it's not that it's expensive though, isn't it? Only a couple of dollars. Thank you so much. That makes 0 sense. Yeah, the physics